Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I feel so nervous because I'm in the presence of a queen. So as you can tell by the title of this video, today we are reading for Lisa Left Eye Lopes. Her birthday is the 27th of May. So please leave in the comments happy birthday, any balloons, any birthday cakes. We want to celebrate Lisa's life because that is what she was all about. Lisa came in straight away. Okay, her energy is very bubbly, very exciting, very energetic. I wanted to bounce around. I had TLC on and I just wanted to bounce around the room. Very willing to talk, but I think this is going to be very short and sweet because I don't feel like there's too much she has to say, but what she does have to say is very valid and very important. Now, if you don't know who Lisa Left Eye Lopes is, please go check yourself. I'm joking. I idolize, love, adore this woman so much, and I'm honored to sit and read for her. So I have brought in her energy. We had a very brief chat before I turned on the camera. She is very excited to speak. She did say that not many people have read for her, so she's very excited. Not many people read for her anymore, so she's very excited to speak and speak on what's happening right now. She's very adamant and persistent about speaking about what is going on in the world right now, in terms of the way the world has changed since she passed, you know, with social media and technology and the way the world has developed. I asked her what she does on the other side now, you know, what is her mission, her goal. She said she works a lot with nature and the earth, which doesn't surprise me because if you know anything about Lisa Left Eye Lopes, you will know that's exactly how she was here. You know, she's very earthly, spiritual. You know, Lisa Left Eye was way ahead of her time. She knew a lot about the law of attraction before it became a thing, like with The Secret. She was talking about it. If you are into the law of attraction, the power of the mind, spirituality, YouTube Lisa Left Eye Lopes right now, and I guarantee you will be blown away. She had so much to give and so much to say, and she wants to talk about her passing. I asked her, you know, what's the one thing you want people to know, and her instant response was that I'm okay. She said the way I passed away with the car crash and everything, people always assume it was painful and it was you know, an awful experience. She said, but I was prepared and I was spiritual and I was okay and I am okay. She's saying now I saw the light and I was fine. I went home, I was fine. And she wants to make that very adamant because a lot of people were very disturbed by the way that she passed, but she's saying not at all. You know, I passed into the light and I was absolutely fine, and she wants to make that very clear. She also wants to make very clear that she was very prepared for her death, okay? She said, I knew I could have gone at any time, and she's saying I also knew I was going to pass away young. I didn't see myself living into an elderly figure. Okay, I asked about Tupac because I'm asking everyone, is he there? She's also said no, guys. So when we read for Tupac in June, it's going to be very interesting, but she said no, he's not here. She's even saying he's not here. So Tupac and Lisa Left Eye Lopes had a friendship, so you know she would know that. So anyway, her energy is very clear, very open, very open to speak. So that's why I always, whenever I have an energy like that and I can connect with someone, it takes a while for me to pull the cards, so I am sorry, but her energy is very there. I also asked her how she felt about the TLC movie. She said, actually, I loved it, and she laughed and she said, people wouldn't think that, but she said, I was actually portrayed very well in regards to Little Mama. She played me very well, and, you know, she said the girls would have never done anything that was malicious or to spite me or anything, you know, out of character. So, you know, she's saying, I trust what they did, and I actually really loved it. So I'm going to pull some cards for Lisa now. I want to pull two sets of cards. I'm going to pull what her life was like leading up to her death and also what she's seen in death. So we're going to pull from each pile actually. So let's give it a go. Okay. What was your life like leading up to your death? She is saying, and actually she was telling me before I turned on the camera, that she was actually in a relationship with somebody, and I don't think many people, if any people, Oh, wow. What can I say? Ace of Cups. If you know, you know. Ace of Cups is all about love, fulfillment, contentment. When she passed away, she was very content, and she was in a relationship with someone, and it was very secretive. And she's saying, had I have come home, because she was in Honduras, had I have come home, we would have started a family. She made that very clear. She said, I was ready to have kids. Had we come home, I would have started a family. I've got a Leo with her, guys. I just want to say that. And I've just got to ask her to step back. They're coming through together. There's something they really want to say about the music industry, okay? And I think Lisa wanted me to know that she's there, and also that she's okay. It's very much, you know what Lisa's whole energy is? It's about saying there is life after death. That's her whole thing, and she wants to make that very clear and very present. My hands feel very, very warm, okay? Lisa had a very warm energy, and if you were in her presence, she's one of those people that made you feel very comfortable straight away. Had you met her, you would love her, and she would be very kind and very welcoming to you. She had a temper, and she had her moments. If you crossed her in the wrong way, she stood up for herself, and she wasn't scared to stand up for herself. But she's saying, I was always kind to people. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Right. Yeah, so she was with this guy, and we know who he is. I don't know who he is, but apparently he is a famous person, so we know of him. And yeah, she's saying, had I have gone home, we would have had a family. She's saying, I was ready to have a family. Okay. Really? Page of Cups. It's very much, this is what her life was like, and actually leading up until her death, she was very, oh gosh, okay, I've got to take those, they all flipped over. Oh, little bit of a muddle here. Okay, I'm gonna take, oh wow, wow. Sometimes I get very blown away by things, okay? And wow, yeah, oh my gosh. She was so happy. That's the genuine joy that I get leading up to her death. She was so happy, okay? We've got the King of Cups. She was in love. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. What the heck? That's not every day that you pull that. This was a genuine romance. I'm not sure who this guy is or who he was, but he's definitely in the industry. He's definitely known. Wow, okay? 8 of Wands, opportunity, the world, the King of Cups. The King of Cups is, if you want to be in a relationship with anyone, you want to be in a relationship with the King of Cups. He is a king of love, a king of generosity. He will give. He's passionate. He's invested in you. He's overflowing with positivity. Justice. It had been long awaited. Lisa Left Eye had a really difficult time up into this period. She'd gone through it, okay, and it was like it was her just desserts. She deserved this happy ending, and she was so happy. She was so happy. She was being spiritually guided. She was being very intuitive and listening to herself and everything. All these cups. She was just overflowing with happiness. And she also mentioned to me that she really wanted to go solo, and she was doing a lot of solo projects, okay? And they were going to take off. I said, what do you think, you know, your life focused intention? Yeah, she was on it. And I said, what do you think your life would have been like had you have, you know, made it through, and if she was still alive today physically? And she had said, you know, I think I would have still been working in music. I think I would have had my own label. I would have been managing groups. So had she gone forward, her actual musical success would have grown. But you know what? She's so content with, she's so trusting in the universe and so content with the way it worked. She's like, I wasn't meant to stay any longer, and that's okay, you know? That is okay. So, like, she's so connected. It's like, I tell you what, devotion. You know when someone is very spiritually connected because their cards are very clear, so you can see exactly how things are. Sometimes you pull for people and the cards are all over the place. It's because they're not very in tune with this side of things. But because Lisa Left Eye is so in tune with this world, everything's clear. And that is just the most amazing reading a reader could ever get. So, my gosh, honestly, okay, she was in a really good place, okay, and there were a lot of opportunities waiting for her. I feel like a lot of collaborations with other artists. She had just begun to collaborate with artists, but there was more collaborations to do. She was moving away from the girls, and the girls weren't happy about it, okay. I did say, what was your relationship like with the girls before you had passed on? She said, I'll be honest, it wasn't great. Okay, she's saying, but they're my sisters, I love them, and I still communicate with them now in death through dreams. Okay, so she's very much around them, she very much loves them very, very much, but before her passing, things weren't great between them, and she says that is down to her wanting to kind of start her own solo career. Okay, that is down to her wanting to start her own solo career, and the girls not being too pleased about that. Okay, there is an element, okay, with Left Eye, she's very confident in herself, okay, and it's not an egotistical confidence, but she is self-assured. Okay, so she actually said to me before turning on the cameras when I was asking these questions, and we were talking about her solo career, and she was saying the girls weren't too happy because TLC was a very special group, but what really made it special and what made it not like any other R&B girl group, any other stereotypical R&B girl group, was me. I bring the rap, and if you took me out of that, it would have just been any other kind of R&B group. Not to say that T-Boz and Chili aren't amazing, because they are. She's like, but I gave it that extra bit of spice. Okay, and she is accepting the fact that maybe I didn't handle the whole solo project the way in the best way. Okay, she is saying she's sorry for that. There is an acknowledgement and an apology to say, maybe I was being a bit selfish. Okay, she's acknowledging that, but she's saying I was young. Okay, I was young and I was a bit naive, but at the same time I had to do what's right for me. Okay, she wants to make that clear. Oh, okay, I just saw something about that, which is quite funny. When she was in Honduras, she was there. So before I pulled this over, I did hear something about medical. And what's even funny, this is about her transition to the afterlife, seeing the light. Because she's very, when I talk about her death and her passing, she keeps talking about seeing the light, okay? And seeking an expert. She wasn't ill or anything before she passed, but I feel like she suffered, and in fact I know she did, she suffered with depression. Okay, and before I also turned on the camera, I asked her about what she's doing on the other side, and as I told you, she said she's working with nature and the earth. She's also working with the whole vegan movement, okay? And she said to me, she said, even if you don't go entirely vegan, baby steps, okay? If you need to uptake your water, have one more glass of water every day, do something. She's saying, because your body is your temple and your mind is your world. Okay, that is her whole thing. Your body is your temple and your mind is your world. They are everything. And if it's not until you lose your health that you realise how absolutely beneficially important that it is. Okay, so she wants to make that clear. Okay, that's what the whole seek an expert thing is about, and that's about her whole kind of. This is actually really in order, okay, because we've got listen to the music, which is about her wanting to go on this solo journey, which is when she said, okay, I need a break, I need to go. Then we've got the whole say I'm sorry, because she maybe didn't do it in the way that the girls needed her to. She didn't really do it. She did what was best for her, which she was great at, and she's apologetic for the way it left them feeling. But she went to seek an expert. She went to seek Dr. CB to clear herself, to detox herself, to clear her mind, to get in touch spiritually. And then we have the passing of her seeing in the light. But everything she's saying is in divine order, okay? She's very clear about that. And she's got such a beautiful, beautiful energy, okay? I can't even stress to you enough. But her life leading up to the passing, it was long-awaited joy, okay? Because her upbringing wasn't like horrendous, okay? It wasn't the best, right? She didn't have a good life, and it was very toxic, a lot of the situations she was in. But she was very always look on the bright side. Yes, it affected her mentally, but she had a very positive attitude to life, okay? And when she reached the point just before her death, she had been through the storm, okay, and she'd come out the other side, and she was starting to look at life differently and actually experience true happiness, okay? So I just want to pull cards now, because really and honestly, I think that's all she wants to say, that she's okay. You know, I was content with my passing and content with how it happened. That didn't, you know, startle me. It didn't, you know, it wasn't traumatic for me. You know, I saw the light and I was fine. That is her whole kind of energy. I saw the light and I was fine. So I'm just going to pull some cards now on her life after her death, after her passing. Okay, so yeah, she's just literally, all she keeps bringing me to is that flew out, is grass, okay? So I'm being really drawn to eating well, you know. She's very clear about that. Ah, she's just told me, that's so sweet. Okay, she's just told me that her friends actually get together, like people in the industry, like T-Boz and Chili. They actually get together and they hold like a sacred ceremony where they play their music and they listen to her music, like some of it unreleased, and they remember her, and I think that's so lovely. Oh, okay, yeah. The whole energy I got with her after her death is bringing healing to the people who have left behind. And actually, can you see this card here? Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. This card is green, okay? She's very much about healing yourself through healthy eating, okay? And being in nature. Very, very much so. She wants to bring healing on this planet where there isn't any, okay? There's also been father healing, like that card flipped over before I actually turned on the camera when I was shuffling. She's managed to do some father healing in spirit, okay? Because her relationship with her dad, and I know this as well because, like I say, I'm a big fan of Lisa Lopes. When her father passed away, I don't think she was in the best relationship with him, but she's managed to restore and repair that relationship in spirit. So this is work after her death and what she's noticed after her death. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a complete new beginning with her, and she took to it like a duck to water, you know. It wasn't like yeah, we've got to say I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. It wasn't scary for her, okay? She took to it very well. Okay, the cards at the top, I feel like they just talk about the absolute heartbreak that was left after her passing, okay? And how that really upset her more than anything, and how she wanted to literally grab hold of people and be like, understand, I haven't gone anywhere. You know, that's her whole kind of energy. She wanted to shake people and be like, I'm still here. Three of Swords talks about heartbreak and sorrow. That's obvious, okay? Obviously people were distraught with her passing, okay? And the Knight of Swords talks about a battle, okay? That to me is more, like I said, her kind of energy of being like, I am okay, I am fine, I'm still here, I haven't gone anywhere, you just can't physically see me, but you can feel me, you can sense me, I'm still here. And she transitioned very quickly, okay? A lot of people take a while to transition over, but she transitioned very quickly because her spirit was very aligned with, you know, life and what is life and the whole energy of it. She transitioned very smoothly and very quickly. Okay, the Two of Swords talks about a truce, peace being returned after a time of discord and turmoil. Okay, I feel like that really talks about T-Boz and Chile, because I don't know if when Lisa Left Eye Lopes passed away or very shortly after there was some distance in between the two of them, whereas, you know, you would think it would bring them close together. I feel like it actually drifted them apart a little bit. Not the actual passing, but I feel like afterwards they did drift apart a little bit. That talks about a truce being brought together. Now the Four of Cups actually talks about boredom, okay? And I actually feel like when she decided to take that step to go to Honduras, okay, she was bored. She was just like, okay, I've done this now, I'm done, and I'm ready to move on and kind of do my own thing. And like I said, immediately after that we've got the say I'm sorry. So I think she just wants to say, maybe I didn't go about that in the right way, and from this side of things I see that now, but I never meant any malicious harm at the time. Okay, we've got drop it, start anew, and tell the truth. Okay, the whole kind of energy of this for me is just about her whole journey that she was going to go on. And I know I've asked her about these cards to be pulled about where she is now, but it literally is, she kind of settled everything, okay? I feel like she's saying, I had kind of finished, I was complete. And, you know, I knew that if I had left Earth on the day I left Earth, I was fine. She's making that very clear. She's saying I had dropped it. I had cut all ties with any toxicity and any negativity that was in my life. I had let it all go. She's saying now I'd stopped drinking, I stopped eating bad food, I was treating myself right, and I was living a spiritual lifestyle that was happy for me. I was telling the truth, I was living my truth, and it allowed me to transition and start again. You know, it was a lot sooner than I had thought, even though I had known I was going to pass young, but I was ready. Okay, she just wants to make it so clear that I was ready, you know. She's saying that, you know, there was no, she's so chill, guys. Oh my gosh, so chill and so cool, okay? Her energy is so vibrant. I can't, you know, she's got such a beautiful energy. It's beautiful. I could just bathe in it. She's laughing. Sorry, I know, I'm weird. Okay. Yeah, her energy is so cool, okay? Cool, calm and chill. And she's just saying, I had thanks to that spiritual journey I had embarked on, I was absolutely fine with passing when I did. And from the side I've been able to make a lot of changes and a lot of positive impact. But she is saying, if you can lead a vegan lifestyle, lead a vegan lifestyle. If you can eat right, then do eat right, and treat your mind, body and soul with goodness and love and light. She's actually saying namaste. She's pulling away. Okay, so she just wants to say, just treat yourself well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me and letting me talk to you. Thank you so much. She's pulling away. But my gosh, guys, sorry, that's so exciting for me. Thank you so much, Lisa Left Eye Lopes. Thank you so much for letting me speak with you and even gracing me with your energy. My gosh. Okay, thank you so much for watching, lovelies. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave down below, happy birthday Lisa, we love you, hearts, balloons, birthday cakes. Let's celebrate her life, because she was all about celebrating life and knowing that life goes on and that we are eternal. If you like this video, please hit a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye, lovelies.